Thank you, Honourable President. The next follow-up question is from Honourable Farmer from PA.
Thank you, Chairperson.
Very tall man.
Honourable President, it really is an honor for me in this moment, as I was one of the school of thought at the time that was expecting you to follow up Tata Madiba in 99. But as our lives are in the hands of God, He sometimes manages things another way around. But this is a huge moment for me. Honourable President, in light of the question, youth unemployment with specific reference to coloured youth, what is your Cabinet's plan with a reference, black in general and African in particular, with particular reference to coloureds not being seen as Africans, and the challenges it creates for our coloured youth in seeking employment? Thank you, President.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Honourable President.
You say this is a huge moment for you, Honourable Member. This is a very tall moment for me. I often comment about people your height when I go to South Sudan. One day you should go with me to South Sudan. We should...
Get a date, I will go.
Is that the date? We are all Africans. We are all Africans born and bred on this continent, and the utilization of the term at the height of our struggle, as we were prosecuting the struggle in the way that you explain it, was the way in which we focused on the way the oppression was manifesting itself. Let's face it, African people in our country were African as people, and we're all the same people, were facing the sharpest end of oppression. And indeed, people who are colored in our country were also facing real hardship under an oppressive system. So it applied to all of us. And today, as we move on with our developmental processes, we are not focusing on one national group, we're focusing on all. And we are saying we need, as a non-racial country, and a country that is seeking to create cohesion in South Africa, to unite all the people of South Africa. What the government does, and indeed what society also does, must unite all of us. We must embark on processes that are going to see to the development of all our people, be they white, be they colored, be they African, be they Indian. All of us need to be able to say, yes, we are developing, and employment programs must also focus on that group that you are talking about, colored young people and all young people in our country. And in fact, you will find that our employment stimulus program has encompassed all. It is not focused on one group. It is an overarching group and has brought in a number of young people, a number of people right across the national groups in our country. South Africa is a country where all of us belong. It belongs to all of us. And no national group must ever feel that the one is favored over and above the other. We are all the children of this country. And what happened in the past is precisely what we must deal with collectively. And as we deal with it, we must never fall into the temptation that one group is favored more than the other. We want to see development raising all boats. We must see development focusing on all of us. And as we do that, of course, there will be emphasis that is laid on the circumstances that all of us have faced. And as we focus on the circumstances that each group has faced, it must all lead to the development of all. So we're never going to fall into the temptation that says relegate one group to the bottom and raise one group. We're saying we are raising all the groups in our country and making sure that, yes, there is progress that will apply to all the national groups. If we were ever to focus just on one group, we will be violating the precepts of our Constitution. Our Constitution is very clear about equality and also very clear about taking measures to engender progress and development of all those who have suffered very, very terribly under the process of inequality and racial discrimination. And so, as racial discrimination affected various groups in our country, we've got to redress those imbalances. And those imbalances also affect colored people in our country as they have affected Africans in our country, and we must all therefore develop and become one cohesive nation that is on the process or in the process of development. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you, Honorable President. We now move on